NFL on EA Sports has come to the Twin Cities at U.S. Bank Stadium in downtown Minneapolis. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the Seattle Seahawks and the Minnesota Vikings. Here's the kicker, Jason Myers, to get this one started. And we are underway from downtown Minneapolis. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. They start the drive with Cook. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
Well, speed is definitely a calling card if you play cornerback in this league, and he does a terrific job there of hustling in quickly to make the play. That is into the hands of Hockenson downfield. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
We expected this defense to be tested by this passing game coming into this one. And there's an example on this first possession of the game.
Cousins now to throw on first down. And he's got this to Jefferson. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. It's a gain of 34.
Well, things are looking pretty darn good on this first drive, aren't they? Came right out, set the tone, this time with a big pass play.
And if the peek behind the curtain that they gave us or their game plan, I don't think that's going to be the last one we see.
I think you're exactly right about that.
No signal, but I don't think he got the surge behind center. No, he's going to be kept out of the end zone. It's Cousins on the sneak. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a third down.
Now, that was a little too conservative for my liking. It's only second down, and they try to run the sneak. Give credit to the defense. They pushed them back and set up third down.
The Seattle defense, they haven't broken yet. Coming up here on a third-and-goal situation. Trying the power game with Ham. Now he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. It's a 1-yard touchdown run. And the Vikings get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Joseph connects on the extra point. And it's now a 7-0 game. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And he's going to be out of bounds here on the return at his own 2-yard line.
Only able to get it to the 2-yard line on his return. Not going to make a lot of friends on your team when you only get it that far.
Here's Walker to start the drive. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
They were just trying to give their offense a little more room down near their own goal line. But this is just going to make things worse.
From the end zone, Smith. And he finds his target. It's Marquise Goodwin. And some room to run now. There he goes left side. The 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. So how about that for a backbreaker? Again, 99 yards.
And how about the audacity of the play call? When you're backed up that close to your goal line, usually you're just trying to run some type of a wedge play, a quarterback sneak, a dive, anything to try and create some room and take care of the ball. But that's confidence in your offensive line that they'll protect the guy throwing it, and he finds his guy for 99 yards. I love what they just did.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone. They're looking for Jefferson, but this is intercepted. Tariq Woolen picks it. So a nice play defensively by the rookie, coming up with the INT.
And that's a late-round pick right there, making a first-round impact. And a lot of these day 3 corners, they end up winding up on special teams and sub-packages and even on the practice squad. But he's really made an impact on this defense, and he comes up with the interception there.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. They run again with Walker. And yet again, he's stopped behind the line of scrimmage. Great job by this Vikings defense. On 3rd down, here's Walker. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Here's Walker. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Ken Walker taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Seahawks have moved out in front. Extra point up and through by Myers. And that makes the score 14-7.
14. Vikings 7. Jason Myers.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Jamal Adams. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
But Charles, you can just see the frustration on the sideline. Safe to say that's not how they expected this series to go. The ball only went one way, and it was backward into their own end zone, courtesy of the pick 6.
And, Brandon, how often do we hear offenses tell us before a game they want to end every series with a kick, right? A punt, a PAT, or a field goal. In case of a defense, they want it in with a punt or a takeaway. And we saw the takeaway right there, and it turned out to be a takeaway. It turned into
Jason Myers to kick off for Seattle.
Here's Myers now to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And if we kept having a rough patch, he said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Following the good run by Cook, here's another 1st and 10. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. On play action, Cousins. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
On 3rd down, Cousins. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted.
And the Seahawks are going to take over.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to First Energy Stadium here in Cleveland, Ohio. Coming up, we've got a good matchup on tap between the Seattle Seahawks and the Cleveland Browns. Here's the kicker, Jason Myers, to get this one started. And off we go from Cleveland.
Taking it about the 1.
Jakeem Grant now to return. And he's going to be out of bounds here right at the 20-yard line. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And that's not the start that he was looking for, as he's going to be met and dropped behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. 2nd down. And again, it's Chubb. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to bring up a 3rd and about 7 left.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. A shotgun snap for Watson. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch.
And he is going to have the Browns first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Back to the ground. This time it's Chubb. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
But now they're in a spot that every team tells us when we have our production meetings they don't want to be in 3rd and long. And that's because those back-to-back running plays just didn't accomplish a whole lot.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams.
And the Seahawks are going to take possession of the football.
Offensively, a far from ideal start there with a pick on the opening drive.
Yeah, not exactly what they were looking for. We know that. That's pretty obvious. The beauty, though, is it's happening early. If they don't panic, they don't compound this problem, they've got a long way to go and a chance to get back in it.
After the interception, here's Smith. Man open, it's Goodwin.
And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
They'll run. It's Kenneth Walker.
Now that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Smith. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
That's one of the dangers of the quick game. If you only have a 2- or 3-step drop, if you don't get the ball to someone open right away, those defenders are right near the line of scrimmage, and they get on top of you in a heartbeat.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Trying the left side with Walker.
And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first. 19. On 4th down, Smith. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Seahawks go for it, but can't convert. And this Browns defense stands tall. The Browns drive about to get started. And their opening drive, that ended with the interception. Fortunate, though, it didn't lead to points.
It didn't lead to points, and because they kind of got away with one, Maybe you come back and throw something similar again to show that you're not afraid, that you're not going to back down, and take your shot. Let the defense know that you're going to be there all game long.
That's probably as simple of a throw as he'll have all game.
And good for everyone. Good for his completion percentage. Good for the receptions for the receivers. But you know how they work on that. They have footballs with no laces. So that as soon as you get the snap, you're just throwing the football. All right? You're not trying to find the laces and grip it a certain way. That takes time. Just get the ball and throw it. So that's how they practice it all the time now, too.
48 yards rushing for him now, and he's only carried the ball 4 times. Nick Chubb, about as dynamic a runner as the NFL has to offer. He put his talents on full.
On to the second from Cleveland. It's the Browns in control of the football, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. They run it again with Chubb. And just a couple yards there down to the 17.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Now, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
No time now.
Now it's Watson. A bootleg. That is caught inside the 5.
And the Browns are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line. Here we go now on 1st and goal. Hunt.
A pickup of 4 on 1st down. It'll be 2nd and goal.
Watson going to try and run it.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Deshaun Watson. A touchdown run there from a yard out. And the Browns post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter. Extra point by York is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0.
York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. Very short kick taken right at the 20.
And a big mistake on the return. He's out of bounds at his own 1-yard line.
All right, partner, get that disapproving look off of your face. He did get it out to the 1-yard line. Yeah, I know. Wasn't the best play in the world. He's hoping his offense can bail him out.
Ready?
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now Geno. Escaping the pressure right. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Now a tough spot for Geno Smith and company after the sack. It's 3rd and long.
Running left is Walker.
And he'll only get this to the 17, well shy of what he needed. 9 yards on the carry, but it's going to lead to a 4th down.
Hey, check that, street.
They snap it to Smith. That's complete to DK Metcalf.
And he is going to have a Seahawks 1st down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. Walker now on 1st and 10. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Let's go!
Back to Walker on 1st down.
Oh, he's got a little daylight. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line.
Line of scrimmage to 15. It's 1st and 10.
From the red zone now, Smith.
Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker.
And the Browns are going to take over at their own 11-yard line.
They begin this drive with Chubb. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the 1st half. A good run got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. Faking the give. Now Watson. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete.
Like what I see so far out of this defense, because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
And Bojorquez on to punt as he gets it away.
And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. A punt return of 65 yards.
And the Seahawks have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half.
Myers connects on the PAT, and that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Cleveland offense ready to go.
And only 6 seconds on the clock, so time likely for just 1 play.
And that is taken in by Njoku. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. Set and ready to go for the 2nd half. 1 touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score.
DJ Dallas to return it from his end zone.
And he is out of bounds here.
All right, partner, get that disapproving look off of your face. He did get it out to the 1-yard line. Yeah, I know. Wasn't the best play in the world. He's hoping his offense can bail him out.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
Well, the first half, very even. I mean, really, in all facets, this ball game tied, Charles. So as we start the 3rd quarter, curious to see what the 2nd half brings us.
Certainly am. I'm with you on that one, and we all know about it.
Fighting to get back to the goal line. I don't think he got there. He did not get back there. It's a safety.
That's exactly what they were aiming for defensively. A huge early play that cuts off any opposing momentum at the knees. As soon as that snap was made, they were flying to the ball and through the line. Great call from the coaching staff, and even better execution.
Watson and the Browns now with a 1st and 10.
At their own 27.
He'll start things off with a handoff to Chubb. And he'll get this up just shy of the 30.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defense in front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going. And then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But it looks like they're ready to go.
From the gun, here's Watson. He's got the connection to Cooper. And he gets this one just shy of the 40 to mark it down at the 39.
Watson hooking up with Cooper there for the Cleveland first.
Whenever we talk about moving the sticks and controlling the football, there's a great example right there. Those are the 3rd downs you need to convert to win football games. We're in the 3rd quarter of this one, and this is a tight one. In order to maintain pace, keep the ball away from the other team, and put points on the board, those are the plays they need to continue to convert.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Watson. He's got his receiver, Cooper. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 44-yard line. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb, and he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
And no time out.
2nd down, here's Chubb again.
They find some open field here. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland.
I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They had done a nice job on him in the first half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the second half, that got done.
York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. Taken at the 15, a short kick.
And a big mistake on the return. He's out of bounds at his own 1-yard line.
All right, partner, get that disapproving look off of your face. He did get it out to the 1-yard line. Yeah, I know. Wasn't the best play in the world. He's hoping his offense can bail him out.
They'll run with Walker to begin the drive.
And he will forge his way forward only up to the 2-yard line. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Walker with another carry.
And he'll find a little space. He gets us up near the 10.
82 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
They'll try for the first with Walker.
And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. They'll fake the handoff. Now Smith. Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. Call that a very strong gain of 24. Play action. It's Smith. Catch is made by Metcalf.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards. Defensively here, you've got the cushion, but back-to-back pretty big pass plays there. Bend but don't break, but are they bending too much?
I think that they are. To me, it'd be like playing basketball, and you put up a token press. Make sure you get up there and make them eat up some time. Make it a little bit of resistance so they can't just run it right down your throat.
And this is caught inside the 5. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped it to 1. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Walker is in. Touchdown, Seattle. So how about that for an answer? They get the touchdown there, and it's back to a 1-score game here in the 4th.
And that's what these guys have done all game long, because they've scratched and slashed their way to stay in this game. And by now, we should all realize they're not going away. Now the pressure again swings to their defense, because they're going to need to find some way to get the ball back.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
This taken in at the goal line. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all of their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you've got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. 22 yards on the catch and run, a 1st down. 2 minutes remain, and that's our score differential as well. 2 points here in the 4th quarter. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try and wind down some clock with Chubb.
And he's across the 45. It'll be 2nd down.
And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go.
2nd down. Here's Chubb again.
And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Now it's Watson. Buying time to his left. Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line.
I know when you're looking at the scoreboard clock, we're getting near the end of this game. But they were in what was really called 4-minute offense. And that's practice, being taking care of the football, taking time off the clock, not giving them a chance to come back. But bottom line is, what did I say in the beginning? Taking care of the football. That didn't happen.
It's caught inside the 25.
And he's going to be out of bounds all the way down inside the 15.
It's a big play there for Seattle. 45 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Noah Fant, an 11-yard touchdown.
And the Seahawks have taken a 4th quarter lead.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And the lead is up to 5. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
On the return from his end zone is Grant. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The
Cleveland offense ready to go.
Charles, you got to think the #1 goal here is ball security. Remember, last drive they coughed it up. Then they allowed the touchdown, and now they're trailing on the scoreboard.
Boy, the way you described it makes me think that one actually hurt them 3 times. The fumble cost them potential points. Then they watched their opponent get a touchdown off of the fumble. And third, they lost the lead as a result. Really tough sequence right there. I don't think coaches...
He's got a man complete. 20, 10, and all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Amari Cooper, 83 yards. And the Browns use the defensive breakdown to take the lead away here in the 4th.
Might be seeing that one on the highlight shows tonight. The home run ball here in the 4th quarter to take the lead.
There's nothing like being aggressive, preaching that to your team, and then following through. All the way through. Go ahead and throw one more up there. Why not?
Been a great game, and we are not done yet. And this one's caught. And their 4th quarter lead grows by a couple more. So that effort gives them a 3-point cushion and guarantees that a field goal going forward won't beat them.
Yeah, that's really good strategy because that's all you care about. Not getting beat at this stage. At least give your team a fighting chance.
Dallas now to return it from his end zone.
And a big mistake on the return. He's out of bounds at his own 1-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Now Smith.
A quick target here, complete to Metcalf. But that's not going to help the cause as he stops short of the 10.
So 8 yards on the completion there, and it'll be second and a couple. Smith. And he's got the speedster Goodwin. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 45 seconds left to go in the game. Smith now to throw. He hits his target, Lockett. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. Now it's Smith.
And the comeback may stall out. It's intercepted.
Picked up by Denzel Ward. When you talk about making winning plays, that is a winning play at this stage of the game. To come up with that interception, huge.
I like how you identified that because most people think winning plays are the offense trying to get it done. In this case, nursing a lead, they found a way to make a play on that side of the ball and maybe finish things off.
And that'll be a free 5 yards for the offense.
Just like a tennis match, that's just an unforced error. Stay alert, don't jump early, and give them free yardage.
Now Chubb running right. No gain there on 1st and 5, and it leaves them with a more standard 2nd down. What? It's the NFL on EA Sports as you get a look inside Gillette Stadium here in Foxborough. Coming up is a rematch of that memorable Super Bowl 49 between the Seattle Seahawks and the New England Patriots. Their meeting in Super Bowl 49 was thrilling. What's in store here? The Pats and Seahawks are underway.
This fielded right at the goal line.
And a big mistake on the return. He's out of bounds at his own 1-yard line.
One guarantee I can absolutely make is that all week in preparation, the coach kept telling his team, we're on the road, don't do anything to bring the crowd into it. And that's exactly what they just did. A bad return, and now the home team crowd, they are fired up.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Past the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. Well, they said they wanted to have some explosive runs. How about that one to start the game?
And I would say on the defensive sideline, there's a lot to answer for. Because you spend all week saying, stop the run. I don't care who you're playing. You don't want to get run over. You don't want to get run past. And they got both over-committing in the secondary, and he just went stepping past them and is still running, essentially.
One play, and he hits pay dirt.
And this will come out to the 25 as Jones elects for the touchback. Jones and the Pats now with a 1st and 10
at their own 25-yard line. Throwing Jones. Hunter Henry brings it in. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Jones.
And this one almost intercepted. Not a good throw there. Nearly an opening drive INT.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
The throw here caught by Devontae Parker. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. It's a gain of 34.
A very nice job right there, working the middle of the field, able to create some separation, and then utilize it to not just make the catch, but turn upfield once he got the ball in his hands.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Complete. It's Henry.
And they're going to move it down to inside the 25.
And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. From the 24, Jones. Got the connection here to Bourne.
And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
They'll run with a former member of the Crimson Tide, Damian Harris. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Back to throw. Jones. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams.
And the Seahawks are going to have it here at their own 15. Here's Walker to start the drive.
And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Throwing now is Geno. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. The quick slant, good for a 1st down, a gain of 12.
Hand off here to Walker.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. And they'll see the slot in motion left.
60 Nazareth, 60 Nazareth, 70 Ranger, 70 Ranger.
They'll fake it. Now Smith. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Matt Judon buries him for a loss of 11 from his outside linebacker spot. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, Seahawks 7, Patriots
Ready.
Now a tough spot for Geno Smith and company after the sack. It's 3rd and long.
Buffalo 18. Dragon 60. Ready.
Geno down to throw. And pressure coming, and they got him once again.
Seven Pirates. Ready.
On 4th down, Smith. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with the football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line. Stevenson now on 1st and 10. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Ramondre Stevenson, a 13-yard touchdown run. And the Patriots are an extra point away from evening this one up. So the Patriot offense stays out there, and they'll line up and go for 2. They'll look to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. The 40. He's at the 30. 10, 5, and he takes it all the way back. It's a pick 2, if you will, as that play backfires in a big way. Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board. DJ Dallas to return it from his end zone. And he's going to be out of bounds here on the return at his own 2-yard line.
Only able to get it to the 2-yard line on his return. Not going to make a lot of friends on your team when you only get it that far.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
As this offense gets ready here for this drive, Charles, you still wonder about that prior drive. Went for it on 4th down in their own territory, didn't get it, and then that led to a touchdown on the other side.
And I don't mind the aggressiveness. In fact, I'm usually a huge fan of it. But I just want teams to always weigh risk and reward. To me, too early in this game because reward just wasn't big enough to...
And now the rookie's free. The 20, 10, 5, and all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. So what was already a game to remember becomes even more so as that touchdown run, a lengthy one, takes him over 200 yards now for the game.
And I love the fact that to get over 200, it took a pretty good sprint, didn't it? I mean, a lot of times you get 1 or 2 yards and oh, he's over 200 yards. But that really put an exclamation point on the game he's having. Fantastic. A lot of fun to watch.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go.
Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've got to be pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, play at the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
And that's incomplete.
No coverage bust by the defense here. They did a nice job accounting for everybody, and that led to an incompletion.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Looking to throw. Jones. Open man, the tight end, Henry. And he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And that's well executed there on third down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
Jamal Adams coming up from a safety spot to make the play. From the 44, Jones. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's third down. Jones now to throw on third down. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Okay, was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. First and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a one-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. Well, you hate that defensively. They had him pretty well corralled, but the face mask, that obviously changes things.
Yeah, it's a bit frustrating because you feel like you did everything right. You had him stop, but the hand gets up just a little too high, and the natural inclination is to hold on, and that's going to get called every time.
Jones throw pulled in by Aguilar. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Another first down as they call his number again. He's got 15 yards here. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line.
They made a nice effort to stick him with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs.
And the pass to Henry is intercepted. Tariq Woolen picks it, and the Seahawks are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line. 30 seconds remain in this first half as they come up here first and 10. And they'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And how about that for just running out the clock? 234 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this first half. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. And going right back to Walker. He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4. Second down. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
Okay,
the run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Now a play fake, and it's Smith. Man open, it's Goodwin. A big play there just before halftime. 45 yards. Now a signal and a timeout call as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play. Here's Walker, and he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown. Kenneth Walker in the final seconds of the first half. And the Seahawks will extend their lead here just before halftime. Myers connects on the PAT, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. So 6 seconds, all that remains of this first half as the kick is away. Right after the touchdown to extend their lead, now maybe opening the door a little bit there by allowing starting field position at the 40. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. Operating from the gun, Jones. He's going to wind up and air it out. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3 alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Here's Myers now to kick it away.
This will be fielded inside the 5.
And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line. New England with a first down as they begin the drive.
And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball into the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. Back to throw. Jones. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
Open man here, the tight end Henry.
They'll get it inside the 20.
And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Hunter Henry, 54 yards.
And the Patriots are able to make some inroads here to that deficit.
That's a score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But
and it'll be intercepted.
Tariq Woolen picks it.
It's interesting that when it comes to 2-point conversions, even heavy run teams tend to throw the ball in these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
Yeah, they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
You can say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
19.
Another try after the first down sack. Smith.
That's DK Metcalf running the slant. He's got it.
And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
19 right. Warriors 17.
Throwing on 3rd down, Smith. And that is incomplete.
He released that awkwardly. It almost looked like a pitcher who gripped his fastball a little too hard and let him go late, and it bounced in front of the plate.
Yeah, one of those fastballs that ends up at 57 feet, not 60 feet, 6 inches. Just a little short with the arm, which is unusual because we saw him in warm-ups. He's got a big, strong arm when he delivers it with confidence.
Deep ball for Goodwin. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Patriots take over, and they're going to have terrific field position. Jones throwing to start the drive.
Setting up a screen for Stevenson. And he'll be brought down at the 27.
Nice job by the defense figuring that play out and holding it to a short game, but I don't think the offense is going to be daunted. They actually accomplished their goal there. Now they've got them aware that they can throw a screen at them, maybe to slow the pass rush down a little bit, and they can throw it downfield.
That's caught by Myers. Touchdown, Patriots. Jacoby Myers, 27 yards.
And the Patriots have got it back to within a score. So remember now, this was all set up by the stop defensively on 4th down. That's what got them this great field position. And then 2 plays later, they're already in the end zone.
And this is going to be intercepted.
Picked up by Trey Brown.
Well, as most teams do in their 2-point attempt, they pass the ball. Instead, it gets intercepted. And remember, if you pick it off, you get a chance to take it all the way back, get 2 points yourself, right?
Yeah, not the case there, but that's why you got to be really careful with those throws, especially to the outside.
Dallas now to return it from his end zone.
And a big mistake on the return. He's out of bounds at his own 1-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Walker now on 1st and 10. And he's able to get this up just shy of the 15. That'll go for a gain of 13, helping big time to get away from that end zone. 1st down.
Partner, I think that play echoed a short yardage run. I know they're backed against their own goal line, but when they stack the defensive line like that, if you find any type of a crease, you're up to the 3rd level before you know it.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Trap 50.
Smith. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, it's not been the best game for him, but he definitely tried to get by with a little help from his friend there, trying to create a big play.
Couldn't do it, fell incomplete, but you're right, hasn't been a banner game here in the 2nd half, just trying to get going.
Big thing is trying to keep confidence up and continue to fire.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
18 runners, 18 runners.
Now Gino. He'll fire one downfield for Fant. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown. Noah Fant, 70 yards. And the Seahawks will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd. Extra point up and through by Myers. And it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
Taken in at the 3. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go.
A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Darrell Taylor able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
So, Brandon, we've sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
And they get Jones for the 3rd time in this ball game. Tariq Woolen picks it.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
So a 4th quarter pick 6 here, and that one might put this game out of reach, CD.
I certainly agree with that, partner, and I know one thing, though. That team that just got the pick 6, they're going to keep playing until this one's over. Better be careful. They're looking to get another one.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. New England with a 1st down as they begin the drive.
And that last pick 6 may have been the backbreaker as they now face a 3-score deficit in the 4th quarter. They need points quickly.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Jones. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Well, this defense just continuing to do their thing, and now they add on to that lead with another pick 6.
And how about the way they played this entire game? Not only have they put their stamp on it, but every time they try and mount an offensive challenge, they find a way to thwart it. And multiple pick 6s, oh yeah, they'll enjoy watching this tape after the game.
The Pats at the line, ready to go.
And you can sort of sense their dejection. That last pick six put the icing on the cake, so to speak, in what has been a rough go for them. Jones, another shot here after the pick six.
Going up top. Touchdown, Patriots. Jacoby Myers. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far.
And the Patriots are able to cut into that deficit.
And we didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense that film study was behind this one, that they saw something that they thought they could take advantage of? The key is calling it in the right situation, knowing when it exists to go to it. They did exactly that. They've got to feel really good about what they did in advance of this game.
Just looking down at the sideline now, their defense is like, man, can you have strung that out just a few plays? Give us a break. Back out there.
Hey, man, give that water break and get on out there and play.
Oh, my goodness. I thought he'd peel off. Instead, he makes the fair catch at the 2-yard line.
Here we go.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
It's been a dominant performance to this point, Charles, and this is probably exactly how they scripted this and envisioned it. They got a 3-score lead, fourth quarter, and a chance, if they want, to continue to pour it on here.
It is their call, isn't it? I mean, the way that they have taken on this game and the way that they have carried this game and have dominated this game, you're exactly right. Do what you want down the stretch. We are in the era of, hey, if you don't want us to do this to you, then you need to stop us. Their call to finish this one off.
First down, Seattle, 16 yards, the gain there.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to, and it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
He'll fire one downfield for Fant.
20, 10, 5, touchdown, Seahawks. Noah Fant, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far, as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. Myers connects on the PAT, and that will bump the lead up to 26. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. New England with a first down as they begin the drive.
Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
They'll look to throw now on first down. He sets to fire deep. Touchdown!
Ramondre Stevenson.
He scored on the ground and through the air.
And the Patriots get a bit closer.
Now Folk for the extra point. And that'll make this a 19-point game. Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
They've got to be feeling very comfortable and confident here with this lead in the football here in the fourth quarter, Charles. And I don't think that they need to score again, but it seems like this offense is just getting better as the game goes on. They've scored on their last 2 drives.
Certainly feels like a chance for them to continue to have some fun out there, doesn't it? Game's already decided, as you noted, so they can continue to play loose, break out some other concepts, maybe run a few trick plays, get other people involved. Heck, even go deep on one of these first snaps just because they can.
And they're going to get this all the way out past the 20. That burst good for 20 and a first down.
At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down.
Hey, go!
And the Seahawks first down.
They'll send a receiver in motion left. Smith going to throw it. Deep ball for Goodwin. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Marquise Goodwin, 57 yards. As his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. Extra point up and through by Myers. And that will bump the lead up to 26. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. The Pats at the line, ready to go.
Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, it's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
Meanwhile, Jones' throw there complete to Myers.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
He's going to let it fly.
And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And we've got a timeout. 9 seconds remaining. Throwing Jones.
They set up the screen for Stevenson.
And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. One final shot. They'll look to throw. And oh, it'll be intercepted.
Tariq Woolen picks it.
And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. The 30. 10. And that will write a finish to this ball game.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends in This is the NFL on EA Sports, and we are in the Pacific Northwest at Lumen Field in Seattle, Washington.
Tonight, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the San Francisco 49ers and the Seattle Seahawks. The veteran kicker, Robbie Gould, set to get us started. And off we go from Seattle. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Let's go.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Like it, 18.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 30-yard line.
Again, it's Walker. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. The defense was ready for the run-pass option, diagnosed it perfectly.
Not only did they stack him up at the point of attack, but he was met by a host of light-colored jerseys.
That's complete to DK Metcalf. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So opening drive 3rd down, they complete the slant to move the sticks.
And ordinarily, it's a high percentage pass when you throw it. And receivers like to run that route because it gets the ball in their hands pretty quickly. Just a couple of quick steps upfield, break towards the middle, the ball should be there, and then they can do some work afterwards.
That one good for 33 and a first. You were telling me this yesterday. That's exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation we were talking about with one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly, it's a big man's game. And it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
Hot 70.
On 2nd and very short, Smith. This is caught. Touchdown, Seahawks. Marquise Goodwin from 19 yards away.
And the Seahawks will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight.
Myers connects on the PAT, and it's now a 7-0 game. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
Returning from his end zone is Ray McCloud. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. Purdy off the play fake. That's complete. It's Brandon Ayuk.
And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. First carry for Christian McCaffrey. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
From the 39-yard line, here comes 2nd down at 6.
McCaffrey running up the middle. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. Touchdown, 49ers. Deebo Samuel, 59 yards.
And the 49ers respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. Boy, just zero hesitation from the rookie passer there, partner. He is coming out firing in this opening quarter.
And all the talk leading into this game was that pass rush talking about challenging this guy, getting into his grill, getting into his space. And how about him? Might be his first year in the NFL, but I don't see any fear in him at all. How about that big-time throw right out of the gate?
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. Fields it right around the goal line. And a big mistake on the return. He's out of bounds at his own 1-yard line.
All right, partner, get that disapproving look off of your face. He did get it out to the 1-yard line. Yeah, I know. Wasn't the best play in the world. He's hoping his offense can bail him out.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And that last touchdown drive they had very balanced. How key is that balance?
It's huge because most of the time when we talk about balance is run, pass, almost 50-50. But most of the times when you talk to offensive coaches, they say balance is we do what we want when we want to. And that means that they're ahead of the defense, keeping them on their heels.
Yeah, they imposed their will on that last drive. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Throwing now is Geno. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Well, they certainly came out firing in this one, and while that one was incomplete, I can't imagine that'll be the last shot that they take in this game.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive, and comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
Really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
A tight one. 8-7 our score after 1 on EA Sports. 2nd and 2. Now Smith. A quick target here, complete to Metcalf. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Now Geno on 1st down. Rush coming, and he's taken down. They bring a man off the corner that time, and he gets home for a loss of 6. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Running left is Walker. And they won't fare much better here as he maybe gets back to the line. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up. Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
It seemed like it was perfectly defense, and know what they say. Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
Rolling to his right. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Hey, check that, street.
On 4th down, Smith sliding out of the pocket, and he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. A surprising move to go for it, predictably, at least somewhat predictably. It doesn't pay off, and it'll be a turnover on downs. And he'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey. So give him 2 yards there on the completion, and that will bring up 2nd down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Play action, now Purdy.
The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On 2nd and 11 now. Purdy. That's Samuel, caught left side. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 13-yard line. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down.
First down, Purdy.
And he's got it. Touchdown, 49ers. Deebo Samuel with his second touchdown here in this first half. And they are able to add on to their advantage.
In the second quarter and already his second touchdown reception.
Absolutely the definition of a difference maker here in this first half. Clearly one of his quarterback's favorite targets in this game, and I figure he's going to draw a little more attention and coverage moving forward.
And he will get into the end zone, and it's now a two-score game as the lead moves to 9. So 2 successful two-point tries now for them.
And you know what it does? It gives you a boost, a huge one for your team because, hey, you're dominating them now. They can't stop you either scoring touchdowns or two-point conversions, but how about the defense? You don't know what to do at this stage. You can't stop them in any direction.
And a big mistake on the return. He's out of bounds at his own 1-yard line.
All right, partner, get that disapproving look off of your face. He did get it out to the 1-yard line. Yeah, I know. Wasn't the best play in the world. He's hoping his offense can bail him out.
They'll run with Walker to begin the drive.
Runs over him. And they'll get him down up past the 15.
76 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this first half. Back to Walker on first down.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at second down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning it in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
The Smith throw caught here by Metcalf. And he's going to have a first down here as they're also into field goal range at the 28.
Smith on first down. That's complete to a speedy wideout Goodwin. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. Now a play fake, and it's Smith. He lets it fly for Lockett. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted.
Picked up by Talanoa Hufanga. And the Niners are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. Well, Charles, you're so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Purdy now to throw off the play action.
Out to his left.
Winds up and lets it go for Samuel.
And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
They gave it a shot with a deep pass, but it wasn't going to work there. And now there's less time for them to try and get 3 before the half. Let's see what they dial up on this next snap.
Purdy.
Got his target, Samuel. Past the 20. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done? And remember, partner, that's a rookie quarterback back there. Apparently, he's getting the hang of this NFL thing pretty quickly.
And 3 touchdown passes. You're right, he looks comfortable. What are they doing? Anything in particular?
Well, they keep talking about making sure they're giving him plays that fit his talents and also maybe shrinking the playbook a little bit. They did tell us that. Bottom line, he's really good.
So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. And we welcome you back now alongside Charles Davis, operating gun, getting set for quarter number 3 here. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner,
yeah, they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Purdy looking to throw.
And that is incomplete. So no problems moving the ball in the first half, but they'll likely come up empty here on drive 1 of quarter 3.
And it was so important for the defense to get that stop, because what we witnessed in the first half was them getting run over. And they needed the confidence, and they needed to get off the field so they felt good going forward in this game.
Wisnowski on to punt as he sends this one away.
Yeah, not a great one there. Out of bounds in the air. And the offense is going to be set up already in enemy territory inside the 45.
Get up. 70 Rangers, 70 Rangers. Buffalo 18. Ready.
Off of play action. Here's Smith. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. A very solid gain of 27.
So the ball down to the 16 here for first and 10.
60 Eagles. 19, 18. Check mash.
They'll fake it. Now Smith. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
Walker looking for a signal, but none forthcoming. They stopped him shy of the goal line.
Another shot from the 1 on second and goal.
Walker once more.
And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks.
Ken Walker
punching it in from a yard away.
And the Seahawks are able to make some inroads here to that deficit.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And this is back to an 8-point game. After the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
Still enjoying the lead here in the third quarter, despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. Now they'll see if they can get the equalizer here on this drive. And he's going to have a Niners first down as the tackle made here at the 36.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
So from the 36 now, first and 10. McCaffrey on the counter. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I'm getting a sense that the momentum of this game is changing since the break. Nice play there, and this D is fired up.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11.
Here's Purdy.
And he will find his man, Samuel. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 45-yard line. 19 yards that time for number 19.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Up the gut, McCaffrey. And able to use his stiff arm for a little bit of leverage before he's taken down. A pretty good gain. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
Another run with McCaffrey on 2nd down. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
And they will not have time to get another play in here as time has run out. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. Jordan Brooks on the tackle. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
This drive's taken more than 3 minutes off the clock already as they come up on 2nd down. Now a give, right side McCaffrey. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
Under 4 to play now. Clock running, 3rd down. They'll try and sneak it here. Well, they needed 2. They could only get 1. 4th down.
They tried their best to pick up that 3rd and 1, but their surge wasn't enough to counteract what came back at them from the defensive side, was it?
Offensive line, especially in the middle, looked like they were on skates a little bit when that one started.
So now we bring up 4th and inches. This would be a critical call.
It's a quarterback sneak. And he's going to have a first down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. They only needed a few inches, and they didn't get much more than that. But by about the width of a shoelace, they convert on 4th down.
So this offense able to convert on 4th, and now a fresh set of downs here, 1st and 10.
They'll give it up to McCaffrey. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. Give Uchenna Nwosu the credit for the stuff.
So with your team leading in the 4th quarter, you know you've got to run the football. They know you've got to run the football. Sometimes that means there's nowhere to run the football.
They go play action here. Purdy.
Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted.
Tariq Woolen picks it. And the Seahawks are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line.
I think he thought he had his first read open on that one, but they were obviously ready for that throw, and that's just a lack of experience showing. Young quarterback stared his man down the whole way, and they were more than happy to sit on that route and bring home the INT.
The Smith's throw into the hands of Fan.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
He's going to let it fly. This is caught inside the 15. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Marquise Goodwin with his 2nd touchdown of the night.
And the Seahawks have a chance to tie things up as they trail by 2 here in the 4th.
They'll try and run it in. And a failure to convert and tie the game. Now the pressure shifts back to the defense.
But I think it was the right play. I think it was the right call to try and tie the game there. Kick an extra point, you're still down 1. What's the sense? I like what they did.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
The football will come out to the 25 as McLeod will not return it.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
Well, they can smell victory, partner. They can see it on the horizon, but certainly we're not done yet here. Defense still has 3 timeouts, and obviously this is a very slim lead they're holding on to.
And let's face it, the easiest way to get this done, challenge your ground game. Challenge your offensive line, your tight ends, your receivers, anyone who's going to lay down a block. Don't let there be penetration because they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and maybe bring extra people to the ball. If you can do that, make them burn their timeouts, run out the clock, life will be good. But if you really want to gamble a little bit, a quick play action, quick throw, might be able to get it done. Just make sure it's not incomplete and stop the clock.
And they'll try and burn some clock with a sneak. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Only a yard there on the keeper, but that's all he needed. First down.
And were you surprised a little bit? 2nd and 1, they went quarterback sneak. I know it works, so it's not like I'm second-guessing at all, but I thought they might go with something else there.
No, I'm sitting here trying to think the last time I saw a 2nd 1 sneak. I can't remember any.
Yeah, it's a rare call because normally you're going to go ahead and use your back if you're going to run it or if you want to throw it, a little quick pop there. But in this case, just get in behind those big guys and pick up a first.
And it's out. He put it on the carpet, and the Seahawks have picked it up. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
He doesn't get many opportunities to carry it, so he's got to maximize. In this case, after dropping it like that, I think his number is going to go way down. What do you think?
Yeah, and sometimes those fullbacks, let's just be frank, they usually don't have the hands that the running back does.
And it's hard for them because they do so much blocking. A lot of times, their hands actually get beat up in the process, and it's hard for them to hold on to the football.
That is taken in by the tight end fan. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. A good pickup there, 22.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
Now Smith. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. Now it's Smith. And he's got it. It's caught for a touchdown. And they have taken the lead here in the final seconds.
Charles, that drive was perfect. Methodical, executed so well, and they grabbed that lead with almost no time left for the last gasp from the other side.
No way you could have drawn up a better final drive because not only did they keep their eyes on the end zone, they made sure they bled the clock out as well and denied their opponent a chance to respond. That's just terrific situational football to end this one.
Here's McLeod from his end zone.
Well, they had one final chance here on the kick return, but no chance on the other side that they were going to let him navigate all the way to the end zone, Charles. And that ends up being the final play in this one.
Yeah, you're right about that. Special teams coaches, they spend a lot of time working on these types.
This is the NFL on EA Sports, and we are in the Pacific Northwest at Lumen Field in Seattle, Washington. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap here between the Baltimore Ravens and the Seattle Seahawks. Justin Tucker set to boom this one away. And off we go from Seattle. DJ Dallas to return it from his end zone. And he is out of bounds here.
Okay, give some credit to the team covering the kick, but boy, what was he thinking? Stay in the end zone, take the knee, and help out your offense. Instead, you put your team in a really precarious position.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
Right out of the gates, here's Smith. That's complete to DK Metcalf. And able to get it across the 10 to the 15. 13 yards on the game's opening play. Nothing flashy there, the slant to the slot.
Oh, and the frustration for the defensive guys, because it's a quick play. And you know it's going to be a bang-bang play in terms of the throw and the catch. And then he's able to absorb the contact and complete it.
First carry here for Kenneth Walker III. And he's got some space here. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. 25 yards the pickup there, and also a first down. They had a chance to limit his yardage, but he was able to fight off that tackle.
So it's not just the responsibility of the guys who missed the tackles along the way. It's all 11 on defense. Able to stop this guy, unable to do it on that play. They've got to find a way. How about his ability to break through and gain that yardage?
And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
It's a pretty strong running there as he'll take this across the 50 and down to the 44. 42 yards rushing for him already. A terrific opening drive on the ground, and it's a first down.
Back and 60.
Here's Smith. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line. And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball, and sometimes it just happens naturally. And then you change your game plan. When he has the hot hand, you keep...
And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Marquise Goodwin, 35 yards. And the Seahawks put the night's first points on the board as they take the early lead. Myers connects on the PAT, and that makes the score 7-0. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
Taken in at the 3. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. A play-action fake. They'll look to throw.
Now, quick throw there, going to be batted away and incomplete.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
Play action. It's Jackson. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Play action. Now Jackson. He's got a man. Complete. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. Off the play fake, here's Jackson. He'll buy some time right. He's going to let this go deep, back over the middle. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown.
Devin Duvernay,
45 yards.
And the Ravens are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own.
And he missed it. No good. And they'll remain down by a point. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off.
Dallas now to return it from his end zone.
And he's going to be out of bounds here on the return at his own 2-yard line.
Only able to get it to the 2-yard line on his return. Not going to make a lot of friends on your team when you only get it that far.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
Here's Walker to start the drive.
And he will double the space they have to work with as they take it from the 2 to the 4.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
And Walker once more.
And able to get it across the 20 before they get to it. Now they can breathe a little easier, some room to operate as they've got it 1st and 10 now out past the 20. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Now Smith. Going right back to Fant. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20.
Cup 19, 79 Broncos.
Play action. It's Smith. And he is going to go down. They sack him on the final play of the 1st quarter. After one, a 1-point game, 7-6.
Seahawks 7, Ravens 6.
Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long. Another try after the 1st down sack. Smith, man open, it's Goodwin.
And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
70
On 3rd down, here's Walker.
And oh, he's just going to be short here, barely, maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches. On 4th down, Smith. He's got his tight end Fant. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage.
Trying the left side with Walker.
And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Kenneth Walker, an 8-yard touchdown run. And the Seahawks go nearly the length of the field and finish it off with 6 points. Extra point up and through by Myers. And the lead is up to 8. The touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive that they watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they have had a lot of time to cool off from reaching the end zone the last time. So have they been able to keep themselves mentally sharp and into this game, even though they haven't been on the field? And you and I both know, one big play, though, gets them right back up.
And he fires one that's intercepted.
Tariq Woolen picks it. And the Seahawks are going to get it back here just past the 35.
That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw, or maybe the ball's tipped, or just too many bodies in the area, an interception can result.
And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and it really embraces.
No chance to get away there for Smith as he goes down.
That's the NFL vet Calais Campbell coming in and dragging him down.
Well, obviously the pass rush gets the glory and the statistics on this play, but the coverage, they deserve a ton of credit too. Denied open windows, erased the quarterback's targets one by one. Everywhere he looked, someone was covered. Only a matter of time before someone got there to bring him down.
Call it a gain of 4, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Ready, set, hurt, hurt.
Here we go on fourth. Smith. He hits his target, Lockett.
And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive.
Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts, and they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. They'll give it up to the big man Walker. And some room to maneuver. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle.
Ken Walker
With his second touchdown here in this first half.
And the Seahawks go up by 2 touchdowns.
Myers connects on the PAT. And the lead is up to 15 now. Touchdown. Here's Myers to boot it away.
Hill is going to take it out of the end zone.
And he's going to be out of bounds here right at the 20-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
As the offense comes out here, Charles, maybe perhaps a bit more of a focus on the run game for this drive after tossing it. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. And the Seahawks are going to take possession of the football.
Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, I also wonder if it's going to nerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
Yeah, maybe a little over pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line. 131 yards rushing for him now as his big night continues.
Here we go, check. Mustang 19.
Now Gino on first down.
He'll find Metcalf. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
On first down, it's Smith. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds, right at the 3. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
On second down, it's Walker.
And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. They'll try for the first with Walker.
And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle.
Kenneth Walker
on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns.
And the Seahawks are able to add on to their first-half lead. On third down and short and everything well executed, he not only gets the first down, Charles, he gets the touchdown as well.
And you see the defense commit to the run so often in these situations. There's always that little bit of hesitancy, isn't there, partner? Thinking that they may play action yet. They took advantage of that hesitancy and found their way into the end zone with a running play.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot. I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Jackson, looking for Andrews downfield. For the third time, Jackson going to be intercepted. And the Seahawks are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line. A nightmare of a first half for him, and that's now 3 interceptions. But Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree, because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league without developing some major mental toughness. So I expect him to go in the locker room at halftime, hit the reset button, and come out a new guy in half number 2.
So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Ravens set to receive the football, trailing here as we resume action in the third quarter. Fielded just outside the goal line. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They look up at the scoreboard facing that deficit. A 3-score game, Charles, but look, there's plenty of time to go here. The old football cliche that comes to my mind is, it's caught inside the 25. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Well, if they're going to make a game of this in the second half, they need a few big plays to go their way. That's one.
And the way to get it done is to also conserve time. So to your point, that big play right there, now you're not moving the ball downfield, taking time off the clock. You're leaving yourself a better avenue to continue to try and make a comeback.
Jackson here is going to look to throw. And this is incomplete. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst. And if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you. All right, partner, get that disapproving look off of your face. He did get it out to the 1-yard line. Yeah, I know. Wasn't the best play in the world. He's hoping his offense can bail him out.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Walker now on 1st and 10. And some room to work. And now the rookie's free. 30. The 20. 10. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown.
Teams always want to send messages. I think that was quite a statement there to start the third quarter.
Yeah, less than a minute in. Already that quick, long strike. They are setting the tone for the second half. Extra point up and through by Myers. And that pushes the lead up to 23. The touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception.
Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the third quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is a team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
And this is taken in at the 5. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Marquise Goodwin with his second touchdown of the night.
And the Seahawks are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. So they're able to capitalize there on the short field, and that might prove to be the score that turns out the lights.
The party's over. Oh, sorry about that. That's an old reference there, folks. But, yeah, they've been the better of the two teams by far, and that's great complimentary football right there. Defense gets the turnover, sets up the short field, and the offense goes right out and scores to open up a pretty sizable lead.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
It'll go as a gain of 4, and that's going to bring up second down. Now Jackson. Forced out to his left. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable. And that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that.
He's got a man, complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. From the red zone now, here's Jackson on first down. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete.
Ball at the 8 here for second and a yard, maybe a touch less.
Again, Jackson. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Lamar Jackson. An 8-yard touchdown run.
And the Ravens are able to cut into that deficit.
John Harbaugh thought about it, and now his guys are going to go for the 2-point conversion. They'll look to throw. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite. But in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a 2-point conversion, all that extra, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
So first and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
19 right, Warriors 17, trap 50, trap 50.
Now a play fake, and it's Smith.
And that's going to be caught downfield by Fant.
It's a big play there for Seattle. 44 yards.
I think we all understand his disappointment. Didn't quite get to the end zone, and it's just got to be tough to see a yard line underneath you after a play like that. Still, all in all, a huge play, and now they're set up first and goal at the 1.
And take this one in for the Seattle touchdown. Ken Walker taking it in from a yard out. And the Seahawks get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Myers connects on the PAT, and the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
He's got a man, complete.
And he'll be brought down at the 27.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Jackson now. And this is incomplete. Oh, he had 6 points right in his hands, but could not hang on. We sit in quarter number 3 out in Seattle. A 2nd and 10 now. Dancing to his left. And my goodness, another interception. And the Seahawks are going to have...
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Superdome in downtown New Orleans.
Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the Seattle Seahawks and the New Orleans Saints. Here's the kicker, Jason Myers, to get this one started. And we are underway from the Superdome.
Taken at the goal line.
Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And all the way out just shy of midfield before going out of bounds at the 49.
In the course of the game, we focus on the offense and the defense, and we give lip service to the special teams. It's way bigger than that. The third phase of any football team, and special teams provided the spark to begin this game.
Dalton right to the air.
That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara.
And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
To throw again on second down. Dalton.
And that nearly an interception here on this opening drive, but he gets a reprieve. It's third down.
An early test. 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. Now Dalton. Completing it to the right side, Johnson.
And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. To throw here, Dalton.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
There he goes, right side. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Well, on the opening drive, he was looking for a big chunk play. Unfortunately, that time, the secondary was ready for it. Charles picked it off. Not only that, they take it the other way for points.
Homework, preparation, research, it all comes back to that, BJ. Scouting your opponent, not just the players, but the coaches too, and seeing what they call to begin a game, find out their tendencies. They recognize the early deep ball was part of their opposing game plan, and they weren't caught off guard when it showed up.
And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started.
Remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football.
Looking for Thomas, but that's intercepted.
Tariq Woolen picks it, and the Seahawks are going to take possession of the football. So already trailing, Charles, they opted to try to take a shot on their first play from scrimmage. Obviously, that one didn't pan out.
Absolutely not, and how about the momentum that's being created now? You score, you take it away, big return. You've got a chance to go up 2 touchdowns here early in the game. That'll feel great for their team.
After the interception, here's Smith. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. Right about 20 yards on the pickup. Well, officially, they'll say it's going to go for 19. Now a first down throw. It's Smith. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Different pass rushes are designed for different things. Sometimes you want to keep the quarterback in the pocket. Sometimes you want him to flush. I don't know exactly how this one is designed, but they made sure they moved him to his right. He got out of the pocket. Unfortunately for him, he was hit as he tried to throw the ball, and that resulted in an incompletion.
Walker with another carry.
He gets a good chunk of yards there, 8 all told, but they're still looking at a 4th down. They snap it to Smith.
Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And the Seahawks are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Up the middle they run. It's Walker. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup.
Again, Walker.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
Sometimes I think these defensive tackles get a little bit of a bum rap. We just see them as big guys that eat up blockers for others to make tackles. Oftentimes they're quicker than they get credit for. And this time he uses quickness to make a play.
Penny will try to punch it in. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. They'll run with Penny. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Rashad Penny, a 9-yard touchdown run. And the Seahawks' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Extra point up and through by Myers. And it's now 14-0. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
This taken in at the goal line. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And job 1 here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
Exactly.
And here's another interception, the 3rd of this first quarter. Picked off by Jamal Adams.
And the Seahawks are going to take possession of the football. I'm not sure that the wheels, Charles, are coming completely off, but they're shaking a little bit. That's 3 interceptions, and now interceptions here on back-to-back drives.
And I think about what a Hall of Fame coach told me that he always told his teams, when a mistake happens, just move on to the next play. Let it go. Hard to do when you've thrown this many interceptions. That's exactly the attitude that has to be adopted.
2nd down and 7. Running left is Walker.
And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. They'll be back at the 36. The 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards. Off of play action. Here's Smith. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And he finds Lockett in the end zone. Touchdown, Seattle. A great play there. 36 yards.
And the Seahawks take a 3-touchdown lead.
Myers connects on the PAT.
From the site that many call the loudest in the NFL, we are inside GEHA Field at Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City.
Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one between the Seattle Seahawks and the Kansas City Chiefs. Here's the kicker, Harrison Butker, ready to get this one started. And we are underway from Arrowhead. DJ Dallas to return it from his end zone. And a big mistake on the return. He's out of bounds at his own 1-yard line.
Brandon, whatever happened to the old rule that if you don't know that you're definitely going to get it to at least a 20-yard line, you just take a knee in the end zone. Sometimes being too aggressive can actually cost you.
They'll run with Walker to begin the drive.
And he's able to get this across the 10 before being taken down. Right away, they rack up 10 yards on their first play from scrimmage. All right, I got to ask you, with these RPOs, essentially the quarterback has 3 options, right? So what's different from that versus the triple option that we see the service academies run at the college level?
As a general rule, the triple option at the college level, most things are called outside of the quarterback faking it to the runner and then keeping it himself and maybe having a trail back. What I mean is, in the NFL, that option to throw the football all comes about organically. It's a natural deal based on reads. In college, if you're going to throw the football for triple option, you've actually called that play.
On first down, Smith. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. Now a run with Walker. And he is going to lose yardage here. Just a 1-yard loss that time, but that's not what they needed. Now they're dealing with a 3rd and long. They went with the run-pass option, and I don't know if the option really mattered there because the defense was ready.
So many times you put the defense at a disadvantage because you have those multiple options, but when they read their keys and play it correctly, sometimes the result goes in their favor.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Trucks over him. Another truck. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 38. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And that is incomplete.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Gets it to Hardman, a jet sweep. And some space here. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That one good for 26 and a 1st down.
He works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there. 2nd down. 2nd and 6.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the 1st.
Mahomes looks to throw on 3rd down. Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete.
And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage.
Trey Brown there on the stop.
Defensively, though, they had a chance there to hit him for a loss. Couldn't get it done.
Looked like someone was able to knife into the backfield, but he wasn't able to get him down. But his compatriots, they were able to grab him at the line of scrimmage and not let him get any further downfield.
And in for the Chiefs touchdown.
Juju Smith-Schuster on the touchdown pass from Patrick Mahomes.
And the Chiefs are on the board first here this afternoon.
Extra point by Butker is on target.
And it's now a 7-0 game. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Butker now to kick this one away.
A fairly short kick from the 14.
And he's going to be out of bounds here on the return at his own 2-yard line.
Only able to get it to the 2-yard line on his return. Not going to make a lot of friends on your team when you only get it that far.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They'll be looking to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 is the score as they begin with a first down. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
And going right back to Walker.
He'll try to get forward, but he's going to be stopped in his tracks at about the 3. They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on 3rd down.
Hand off here to Walker.
Room here to run. And he takes it all the way down to the 44-yard line.
73 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
Not sure exactly what he saw that made him decide to hand it off, but a great decision and a fantastic run.
From our vantage point, what he saw was a defense that got out of its lanes, got out of its gaps, and they were pretty much running to the quarterback, viewing him as the bigger threat. And look at that wide open space, and he rumbled for big-time yardage.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. 7 yards there and a first down.
Up the middle, here's Walker.
Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Sticking with Walker on 2nd down.
And he is in for the Seattle touchdown.
Kenneth Walker,
25 yards.
and the Seahawks drive the entire length of the field, 99 yards for the score.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
This fielded right at the goal line. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they had the touchdown during the last drive, and I'm guessing that you like the balance they had on that last drive.
And I loved it. Forget liking it. Absolutely love what they were doing, because to be ahead of a defense that much where every play call you have, run or pass, is working pretty well for you.
Makes you look like a genius.
It really does. It also lets you know that your preparation was pretty good, and now the defense has to do all the adjusting.
And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down.
An excellent run there coming from out wide.
And we used to consider these jet sweeps to be gadget plays or something a little bit unusual, right? But now most teams have some version of this play in their playbook. And I think it's a lot because of the receivers that are being developed nowadays. These guys look like running backs even though they're playing out on the perimeter.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Now Mahomes. Going deep to the end zone for Juju.
And this one incomplete. Oh, he couldn't hang on to it in the end zone, and that's one that'll haunt you. And now it brings up 3rd down.
Coverage was very good that time. A nice job to smother him as the ball arrived, and that ensured an incomplete pass.
And it keeps 6 points off the board. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Looking to throw is Mahomes.
And that ball incomplete, nearly intercepted. Took a chance with that one. It'll lead to a 4th down.
Now that's a good bounce back after giving up a touchdown on the opening drive. Just 1 first down permitted and then out. Obviously no loss of confidence with that defense, and now they get to turn it back to their offense.
Mahomes throwing on 4th. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete.
And he is going to have the Chiefs first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive.
Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on 4th. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there. Gets it to Hardman. And some room to roam now. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
I think the reason this play is so successful is not just the blocking at the point of attack, but how about the speed at which he takes the handoff? He's in motion already, so he's not coming from a flat start like a running back often is. He's at a full run by the time he gets the football.
The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. Throwing again on 2nd down. Mahomes. And it's caught. Touchdown.
Marquez Valdez-Scantling bringing in that one from Patrick Mahomes. And the Chiefs will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front. And now, see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this second quarter. They're going to keep it on the ground. And he'll get into the end zone. That gives his guys an 8-point lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
Dallas now to return it from his end zone.
And he is out of bounds here.
All right, partner, get that disapproving look off of your face. He did get it out to the 1-yard line. Yeah, I know. Wasn't the best play in the world. He's hoping his offense can bail him out.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he'll go out of bounds after getting this across the 15.
123 yards rushing for him now as his sensational afternoon continues. Back to Walker on first down.
And he's not going to go anywhere as they get him down behind the line of scrimmage. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. They'll fake it. Now Smith. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains. They'll fake the handoff. Now Smith. And the Chiefs are going to get him. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to one remaining here as we head toward halftime. Well, the job becomes twice as difficult now after the sack. It's 2nd and 20. Play action. It's Smith. Being chased out left.
And this one too low.
So many qualities coaches tick off when they talk about, hey, what is going to take to make an excellent quarterback? Accuracy has to rank near the top of every list.
Talk about arm strength, that's great. Mobility, great, but you need that accuracy in there. That one well in front of his man.
Yeah, now they got to face a big third down.
And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. 3rd and long, it's Smith.
He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Picked up by Juan Thornhill.
And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half.
First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. Ready for the start of the third quarter. The Chiefs have the lead and set to receive the football.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone.
Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And he's able to get this all the way to the 40 before going out of bounds.
Well, this has been a close game throughout, but that return can help them gain the separation that they've been seeking throughout the game.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive.
They'll start at the 40, so great starting field position following the interception.
A little jet sweep to start the drive.
And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49.
A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he put up a good fight, but he's going to be taken down behind the line of scrimmage.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. From midfield, here's Mahomes. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And in for the Chiefs touchdown.
One thing that we know for sure, do not question the arm strength of Patrick Mahomes, one of the strongest around.
And I'm telling you, nothing will light up a crowd more than a play like that. Here in the stadium, All eyes were on the receiver streaking downfield, and you know everyone was thinking, throw it, he's open. What a connection there for the touchdown.
And that throw, pretty impressive, and even 61 yards through the air.
They're going to try and run. And he is not going to get in there. He stopped short of the goal line, and the lead is going to stay right where it is. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
Dallas now to return it from his end zone.
And he's going to be out of bounds here on the return at his own 2-yard line.
Come on.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
Here's Walker to start the drive.
Oh, he's got a little daylight. And they work this out past the 25.
Past the 50.
They run again with Walker. They find some open field here. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Straight ahead, Walker. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
On 2nd and 9, Smith. Catch is made by Metcalf. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20.
Come back in, 79 Broker, 19, 19 Tiger.
Smith on 1st down. And this one is incomplete.
It sort of looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But this defense gets 2 more stops. They can keep them out of that area.
To throw again on 2nd down. Smith. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Juan Thornhill.
And the Chiefs are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
So rare to see any quarterback toss back-to-back interceptions in the NFL, regardless of status or experience. Whether it's him personally or just the offensive game plan, I think this defense is reading something out there, and they're holding the upper hand.
And they'll start out here with a jet sweep. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
In my book, that's running the ball well, but with intelligence. How about him keeping the clock moving, staying in bounds?
Yeah, even though it's the 3rd quarter, you're thinking ahead, aren't you? This is where your running game can really help you with a lead in the 2nd half.
I agree totally. It's not just end-of-the-half situations that you worry about the clock. It's throughout the game. And with a lead, stay in bounds. Make them fight harder to try and catch you.
On 2nd and a couple. Mahomes taking a deep shot here for Hardman.
And, he's unable to hold on to that defensively. A potential game changer, but it falls incomplete.
Well, the best don't mind making tough throws, but that was a real difficult one right there. Out of the pocket, trying to beat double coverage. More times than not, that's going to end up as an incomplete pass, if not worse.
Mahomes looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams.
So a potential momentum shifter there, working with a 2-score lead, 3rd quarter, but that, not the smartest of throws.
I would agree with you on that one because this game is still very much in the balance. It felt pretty one-sided to this point, but now, if these guys can turn this turnover into points, things could start getting a little more interesting.
The
Smith's throw into the hands of Fan.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another. We're back now in KC. It's the Seahawks with possession of the football, but they do trail here to begin quarter number 4.
Check pass, check pass. 18, pioneer. Mustang 19. 19, Wyatt. Warrior 70, trap 60, trap 60. 18, Rattle, 18, Rattle. Ready?
Now a play fake, and it's Smith. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Fortunate to get that football back, because trailing here in the second half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity, because it could have been lost there, their chance to score points. But the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
70 Ranger, 70 Ranger.
Here's Smith. And that will be incomplete.
It's a tried and true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete.
Hey, smash Russell. 60 by 6, 60 by 6.
Desperation time for Smith on 4th down. And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett.
And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive.
Now Geno. No chance to get away there for Smith as he goes down. Chris Jones picks up his second sack of the afternoon.
Oh, you can just see it in their body language. They're starting to see victory on the horizon now, and if it comes to fruition, they got to give a game ball to the front 7. Defensive line has taken charge and controlled this game. Face a challenge of stopping this opposing offense, and they've done so with ease.
And now a hook up downfield on 2nd down.
And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down.
79 Broncos. 18, Pioneer. Mustang 19.
Geno now to throw. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
Smith, an incomplete pass on 1st down. Now it's 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Geno. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. Marquise Goodwin, a 16-yard touchdown.
And the Seahawks have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th.
Myers connects on the PAT. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
Taken at the goal line. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And with that last touchdown, I mean, we're set up for a good finish here. Some things to consider, Charles. Obviously, it's a very close game. You're in the fourth quarter. Defensively, they've got all 3 timeouts in their back pocket.
So the chess match really ramps up, doesn't it? Because in these situations, what do? Do you run the ball and kill the clock here? Or do you try and bury them with another score? And how about defensively? Do you use your timeouts at earliest opportunity? Or wait till you hit the 2-minute warning? So there's a lot going into this one. Let's see how each side goes about their strategy.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. 2nd and 12, and you'd have to assume another all-out effort to stop the run is coming. From the gun, they will run with McKinnon. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Wow, a personal foul at this stage in the fourth. Hard to believe.
Really hard to believe, and now that glow of hope that you had begins to flicker out, doesn't it?
Yep. Straight ahead they go with McKinnon. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. 2nd down, McKinnon. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
On first down now, run with McKinnon. Now a timeout called for by the defense, as he'll get it with just a shade under a minute to go in the game.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
Gets it to Hardman, a jet sweep. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. It's a gain of 14 there, and that should be enough to get him home free.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
Handoff, it's McKinnon. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Now a timeout called for by the defense as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the fourth. 2nd down and 5. Gets it to Hardman, a jet sweep. What a great effort there. He's going to get this inside the 15, and they'll spot it at the 13-yard line. Nice run. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this fourth quarter. Now a give. This is McKinnon. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
That run wasn't a big breaker, but I don't think the guys on offense mind very much. They've got a nice drive going, and they might just be luring the defense in a little bit. They could probably come back with a play action, maybe go over the top. But right now, on this drive, their playbook is open.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.